Well, hello there, and welcome to the Good Old Days of Radio show. We are a few days before Thanksgiving, not too far away. And it's a Thursday show, so in keeping with our sort of tradition, we do kind of unusual shows on Thursday, and we do more straight drama and comedy on Tuesday. So today we have an episode of The Whistler. We played an episode of The Whistler a few weeks ago, and seemed to get a good reception, so we're back with another episode of The Whistler. This one from September 23rd, 1946. It's called Stranger in the House, and it has a great cast of radio people, Virginia Gregg and Gerald Moore, with, of course, Marvin Miller. So here we go.
Have you heard The Whistler?
I am the Whistler, and I know many things, for I walk by night. I know many strange tales, hidden in the hearts of men and women who have stepped into the shadows. Yes, I know the nameless terrors of which they dare not speak.
Yes, it's time for another strange tale by The Whistler. Each Wednesday evening at this same time, The Whistler brings you an unusual story of conflict and emotion. Tonight, Stranger in the House.
Helen decided she might as well be honest with herself. The suspense was getting her down. If she didn't find out one way or the other pretty soon, something was going to snap. She'd been waiting for it every day now for more than a year, since away back on VJ Day, August 1945. It had been 6 years since her brother Ted had left for the Orient on that government mission just before Pearl Harbor, and he was still out there somewhere between Manila and Shanghai, alive or dead. It was a terrible thing to admit even to herself, but she was even wishing now for any kind of a message, even one stating Ted was dead. At least it would end the waiting. At least it would be better than not knowing at all.
George, please, I don't want to talk about it anymore. He's been on my mind for so long now, I wish I could forget about him for a while.
I'm rather surprised to hear you say that, Helen.
I know it sounds terrible, but, George, it's been 6 years now. 6 years of waiting, not knowing.
I know, Helen.
Well, I can't stand it much longer, George. He's my only brother, and I love him, but don't you understand? 6 years of silence. If they'd only tell us something.
Well, you must realize there are thousands of women like you, dear. It's just one of those terrible things about a war, that's all.
Then let's just wait. Let's not talk about him anymore.
Look, I'm your lawyer, Helen. There are some things we've got to talk about.
All right. Go on, George.
Now, it's been 6 years. If we haven't heard from him by next year at this time, he'll be declared legally dead.
What does that mean?
There's a reversion clause in your father's will, Helen. It means that if Ted dies before you do, his share of the estate reverts to you.
Why must you always throw that will in my face, George? Why must it always come around to money, money, money? Every time we talk about Ted, it's the same thing. I don't care about the money. All I care about is having him back, alive and well. Now, please go, George. If it doesn't have to be settled till next year, let's not talk about it till then.
All right, Helen.
Oh, George.
Yes, Helen?
I'm sorry I blew up. I guess I'm just not myself.
Sure, Helen. I understand.
Yes, Helen, the suspense is beginning to tell on you, isn't it? 6 years of it. Just a few letters from Ted, your brother, early in 1941, telling you of his arrival in Manila, and then silence. No way you could get in touch with him, nothing you could do but wait. And you're still waiting, still rushing out to meet the postman, hoping each day will be the big one. George is more tactful now about the will. He doesn't mention it anymore, and you're very grateful. And then, at long last, the suspense is ended. It's not the postman. It's Rhoda, your maid, coming into the bedroom one morning with a cablegram.
When did it come, Rhoda?
Just this minute, miss. A messenger brought it to the door.
Arriving September 1st, Seattle. Steamer President Jefferson. Love, Ted.
At last. Oh, Miss Helen, your brother. At last.
Yes. Yes, Rhoda. At last. Pardon me. Oh, I beg your pardon. Pardon me. Stuart. Oh, Stuart.
Yes, miss.
I'm looking for Mr. Ted Van Norton. Where is his cabin, please?
Just a minute, please. Van Norton.
Yes.
Stateroom 3C, third deck.
Thank you.
Come in.
Ted, darling.
Hello.
Oh, I'm sorry. I must have the wrong stateroom. I'm looking for my brother, Ted Van Norton.
Why, what's the matter, Helen? Don't you recognize me?
What? Who are you?
Well, this isn't much of a homecoming after 6 years. Maybe I'd better introduce myself. The name is Theodore Van Norton, remember?
There must be some mistake.
Why, Helen, darling, you're joking.
Who are you?
But I already told you I'm your brother, Ted.
You're not my brother. You're an imposter.
With the prologue of Stranger in the House, CBS brings you another curious tale by The Whistler. This year, America's farmers are attempting to produce and harvest more food than ever before. They can succeed only if they have help. Of course, no one needs to be told how desperate the world food situation is, that only a bumper crop from the tremendous new acreages planted this year can help make the coming winter less tragic than the last. The need for help will come at different times in different parts of the country, depending on the kind of crops and harvest dates. But if you can devote all or part of your time to farm work, get in touch with your county agricultural agent or other farm labor office in your community. It's hard work, but it's worthwhile, well-paid, and healthful. In many localities, the situation right now is desperate. Everyone with or without experience can help. Men, women, boys, and girls, no matter where they live and how little time they can give. Your county agricultural agent or farm labor office know exactly where the need is greatest. If you can possibly spare the time, get in touch with them, and do it now. Now, back to The Whistler.
Well, Helen, all you can do is stand there in the stateroom and stare at him. The effrontery of this stranger trying to pass himself off as your brother leaves you at a loss for something to say. He doesn't remotely resemble Ted. He's tall with a clean-cut athletic look to him. Ted was short and stocky. Perhaps he thinks it's funny, Helen. Perhaps he's one of those people with a perverted sense of humor, a practical joker. Yes, it's hilarious, isn't it, to pull a trick like this after 6 years of almost unbearable suspense.
Well, darling, hadn't we better get a move on?
Are you stupid enough to think you can get away with this?
Get away with what?
If this is some crude attempt at humor.
Not at all. I'm quite serious.
Where's my brother?
Oh, now, do you have to be that way? I explained
Don't
once.
lie to me. Where is he?
Excuse me a moment. Oh, Steward,
Yes, Mr. Van Norton?
would you take care of my hand baggage, please?
Yes, sir, right away.
Thanks. Come on, Helen, let's go to the dock.
I'll call a purser.
Now, wait a minute, will you? Look. Now, here's my passport with fingerprints and photograph, birth certificate, State Department credentials, and letters from you.
They're forgeries.
I'm sorry, they're genuine.
You're not going home with me. I won't stand for it.
Very well, darling. I'll check in at a hotel for the time being. But after all, you can't keep a guy out of his own home. Now, can you?
George, I've never been so stunned in my life. He just stood there smiling at me, saying over and over that he was Ted.
You say he had identification, huh?
Everything. Even letters from me. I wrote them when Ted first arrived in Manila.
Genuine?
I think so.
They must be. He'd know better than to try to get by with forgeries. Helen, you're sure you're right?
George, you don't think I know my own brother?
Well, it's been 6 years. He's probably been in a prison camp. Make a lot of difference in a man's appearance.
But Ted's dead.
What?
Or he would have written. Something terrible's happened, I'm sure of it. This man might have killed him. Yes, that's it. So he could get his hands on Ted's half of the estate.
That's a pretty serious charge, Helen. You've got to be sure of yourself. Remember, you're the only one in Seattle who can recognize him now. He left here over 15 years ago. Do you have any pictures?
Oh, I thought of that. No, there aren't any. Not since he was a little boy. Spent most of his time in the East with Aunt Ida.
Oh? Where's she?
She died some time ago.
Well, there are a lot of ways we can check on him. The State Department ought to know about him. He's been with them for over 10 years. You say he's stopping at a hotel?
Yes.
You know, of course, that if he can prove his identity, he has a legal right to live right here in the house.
I tell you, he's a flagrant imposter. He's not coming here. If I have to hire someone to throw him out. Who is it?
It's Rhoda, miss.
What time is it?
After 8.
Oh, go away. I'm sleepy.
I must see you, miss.
All right, Rhoda, come in. What is it?
It's Mr. Van Norton.
What? Where is he?
He's in the bathroom, miss, shaving.
Sweet mystery of life, at last
colossal
I
nerve.
found you.
Just wait.
At last, well, good morning.
What do you think you're doing?
Shaving. Morning ablutions. Can't say I'm used to having ladies barge into the bathroom.
Get out of here.
Temper.
How did you get in?
Well, I couldn't get a room at a hotel. So I took a taxi up last night. Walked in the back door. Was open, you see.
You can leave the same way you came in.
No. No, I'm here to stay, sister dear. I've got the proof in my pocket. And if you want to get me out, you can trot right down to the Hall of Justice and get yourself a court order. More coffee, Helen?
No, thanks.
Hotcakes, huh?
Mr. Whoever you are.
Van Norton. Name is Theodore Van Norton.
I must say, I've never seen such colossal nerve in my life.
You flatter me.
You're not at all concerned about the servants.
Oh, should I be?
Aren't you afraid they'll recognize you?
Oh, now, don't be silly. And besides, none of them were here when I left home 15 years ago. Edward the butler was the last to go, I think. 38, wasn't it? Oh, by the way, Helen, whatever became of old Edward?
There are other people in town, you know. What about your teachers at Washington Heights School?
Oh, Helen, I do believe you're trying to trick me. You know, Father sent me to Foxhall Academy when I was 14. You know it very well, and I never went to Washington Heights. Where are you going?
You seem to know everything. Why don't you tell me that?
Helen, we have some talking to do, darling. About the will. Father's estate, you know. Seems to me the executor owes me close to $1 million.
Oh!
You knew it was coming, didn't you, Helen? That's the purpose behind the whole crazy business. It's still inconceivable to you that the man can actually expect to get away with it. George was right. There are 1,000 ways you can check up on him. And the imposter himself just gave you an excellent one. You make a long-distance call to the Foxhall Academy and talk to Mr. Rigby, the headmaster.
Why, yes, of course, Miss Van Norton. I'd be delighted to come down tomorrow afternoon. Ted was always one of my favorites, you know. Any special time?
What about 2 o'clock?
Fine. It'll be quite a reunion, won't it?
Yes, indeed, Mr. Rigby. Quite a reunion. Mr. Rigby, this is George Chadwick, my lawyer.
Mr. Chadwick.
How do you do?
Would you like to wait in the living room, Mr. Rigby? I think Ted is out on the tennis court. We'll call him.
Thank you.
Come on, George. Excuse us, Mr. Rigby. Still think I don't know my own brother?
I never said that, Helen. I only said 6 years can make a lot of difference.
Oh, I'm afraid Mr. What's-his-name is going to suffer a little embarrassment.
Think Rigby will recognize him?
Of course. You'll recognize him as an imposter, if that's what you mean. He knows Ted as well as I do. What's the matter?
I don't know. Checked those documents of his this morning
Will you
and...
stop talking nonsense, George? I tell you they're stolen. Heaven knows what's happened to Ted or how this crook got a hold of his papers.
All right, Helen, all right. Better go and call him.
Hey, sis. What's up?
I was sorry to interrupt your tennis game, Ted.
Oh, it's Ted now, huh?
Why, of course. I could have been mistaken, you know.
Oh, well. I can't say I expected this.
I'd be a little foolish not to admit it when I'm wrong, wouldn't I? Come on, dear.
Where to?
Just to the living room. You can go back to your tennis in a moment. Oh, there you are, George.
Oh, hello, Ted.
Hiya, George. What's going on around here?
We're going into the living room, George. Perhaps you'd like to join us.
Of course.
Well, open the door, George.
Huh? Oh, sorry.
Oh, come on. What is all this? I don't... Rigby!
Teddy, old boy, how have you been?
Oh, you old son of a gun. Say, what is this, Helen? A surprise? Why don't you tip a guy off when his old headmaster comes to see him?
You're looking fine, Teddy.
Yeah.
Good Lord, it's been 15 years.
That's right.
Last time I saw you was after the Washburn game, remember?
Yeah, Spokane. Stickney was there, too.
yes.
Say, do you remember when the bus broke down that night outside of Woodnight? You and I had a hitchhike.
You stand there stunned, speechless, just staring at them as they slap each other on the back, forgetting all about you. And George avoids looking at you. He's on their side now, you're sure of it. And worst of all, it's beginning to get you, too. He's not your brother, you know it. You're positive. It's ridiculous to go through all this rigmarole, but it seems to be your word against his proof, doesn't it? But there are still other ways, aren't there? Like another long-distance call, this time to the State Department in Washington, D.C. After being transferred to 4 or 5 different offices, you finally get through to the right man.
It's important that you check this matter thoroughly. I'm positive that the man representing himself as my brother is an imposter.
You say you were with Mr. Van Norton when he filed his original application here in 1936?
Yes. I saw him attach his photograph and fix his fingerprints. I simply want to see that application.
Well, I'll forward the file to our Seattle representative, and you can check it there. Will that be satisfactory?
Quite satisfactory. Thank you.
I see. You say the file was forwarded here from Washington.
That's right. I simply want to examine it, particularly the photograph.
Well, excuse me a moment, Miss Van Norton. I'll have to look it up.
Well, George,
Well, what?
I can't say I'm pleased with your lack of faith in me.
Oh, who said anything about that?
Oh, it's clear enough.
Look, Helen, I'm a lawyer. I'll believe black is white if they throw enough evidence at me. Mr. Rigby was a very convincing witness.
He's a decrepit old fool. And it had been 15 years.
Oh, I thought he was a pretty intelligent man.
I could have passed you off as my brother. He'd forgotten what Ted looks like.
I don't know. You might be arguing against yourself.
What do you mean?
You haven't seen him for over 6 years,
Oh,
you know.
don't be ridiculous.
Here we are. Theodore H. Van Norton. Now, what do you wish to see?
Oh, let me see it. Medical examination, education record, application. Where's the picture?
On the other side.
Oh, here.
Satisfied, Helen?
It can't be. I saw Ted paste his picture on myself.
Something wrong?
Of course there's something wrong. This isn't my brother. It's that man.
Helen, get a hold of yourself.
Wait, let me see. Yes, here they are. Fingerprints. Listen, clerk. I want this whole record sent to the office of the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Helen, please. You need a rest. This thing's getting...
That's one thing that can't be forged, don't you see? They can't forge his fingerprints.
I'm sorry, Miss Van Norton, but I have no authority
You've got to. I tell you, there's a stranger in my house posing as my brother. There's $1 million involved.
Just a minute, Helen. Now, it's most important, Mr. Robbins, not only because of the money involved. Miss Van Norton is extremely upset.
Of course, Mr. Chadwick, but you see, I can't simply turn over material like
I'll
this.
make the necessary arrangements with the FBI, Mr. Robbins, and get authority from Washington. That be satisfactory?
Quite, Mr. Chadwick, quite.
Hello, Ted.
Oh, hello, Helen. I began to wonder where you were all afternoon.
Oh, downtown shopping. The stores are frightful these days.
Oh, indeed they are.
Reading?
Yeah.
How's Dick Tracy?
I don't know. Haven't checked them today.
Funny. You used to read Dick Tracy before you even looked at the headlines.
Well, I guess a guy gets a little serious after 6 years overseas. In a prison camp most of the time.
Yes, I suppose so.
You're, looking much calmer today. Did you decide I'm kosher?
I want you to forgive me, Ted. It's so unbelievable that I don't quite trust my senses anymore.
Oh, sure. Ah, you're a good kid, Helen. I don't blame you.
Will you drink on it?
Yeah, why not?
What'll it be?
Bourbon and soda, huh?
Oh, man after my own heart.
You know, I'm kind of surprised. I thought you'd be a tougher nut to crack.
Oh? You expected me to be suspicious?
Well, after that episode on the boat, I expected anything.
Oh. Here you are.
Oh, thanks.
What'll we drink to?
To us?
All right. To us.
Yes, ma'am?
You're in charge of the fingerprinting department here?
Yes?
I'm Helen Van Norton. I brought in a highball glass yesterday afternoon with some fingerprints on it.
Oh, yes, that's the one you wanted us to check against the prints on the State Department application file. Where did you get that glass?
A man is posing as my brother, staying at my house. They're his fingerprints.
You're sure of the prints on the application?
What do you mean?
Are you sure they're the bona fide prints of your brother?
Of course. I was with him in Washington when he completed the application. I saw him put the prints on it.
I see. Well, that ought to settle it for you once and for all.
What do you mean?
The man at your house is your brother, Miss Van Norton. The prints are identical.
Well, it can't be.
We wouldn't commit ourselves if we weren't positive.
I see. Yes, of course. Thank you.
Well, Helen, that settles it, doesn't it? You're beaten and you know it. And worst of all, you're not at all sure of yourself anymore. Yes, that's the unbearable part. Not knowing in your mind whether you're right or wrong. But you still have one more out, just one. It's a desperate chance, but you've decided you have to take it to determine once and for all whether or not this man is your brother and whether you can trust your own mind. It's very late that night when you get quietly out of bed and walk downstairs to the telephone. The house is as quiet as a tomb. Everyone's asleep.
Long distance.
I want to call Honolulu, operator. Mr. Amato Tsubishi, 28 Kalua Drive, Honolulu.
Will you wait?
Yes, I'll wait.
Here is your party. Go ahead, please.
Hello?
Hello?
Is this Mr. Tsubishi?
Who is calling, please?
I last talked to you in April 1941. The name I gave you was Grayson. Do you remember that?
Why are you calling?
Do you remember me?
Of course I remember you.
I sent you $50,000
To take care of Mr. Van Norton. He was in Manila.
You did take care of him. He's dead.
He was killed in an accident in May of 1941.
You're positive?
Yes, positive.
Thank you, Mr. Tsubishi. Thank you very much.
Whistler will return in just a moment with the strange ending of tonight's story. Here's a word of special interest to the millions of ex-GIs who are now involved in the confusing business of readjustment to civilian life, who are facing the problems of housing, of education, who are not sure of their rights under the GI Bill. Our government is doing all in its power to make this readjustment as easy as possible, to provide experts and advisors on such things as employment, schooling, government rights, vocational training, and rehabilitation. In every city of any size, you'll find your Veterans Information Center and a staff of counselors whose only job is to help you. Before buying or building a home on a GI loan, before applying for schooling or vocational training, please visit the center in your community and check your plans with the government representative there. If there is no center in your locality, submit your problems in writing to the Retraining and Reemployment Administration, Washington 25, D.C. I'll repeat that address, the Retraining and Reemployment Administration, Washington 25, D.C. Now back to The Whistler.
It was a relief to know, wasn't it, Helen? You can trust your own senses now. Ted is dead, and the stranger in the house is an imposter. Somehow, some way, you can prove it. And the $50,000 you paid Mr. Tsubishi back in the spring of 1941 is still a good investment. Because Ted's $1 million, half of the estate will be yours. All of it. You don't want to think about it anymore. It's been too bewildering. All you want now is your bed and the first good night's sleep in a week. You put down the phone and start toward the stairs.
Sit down, Helen.
Oh, how long have you been here?
Long enough. I said sit down.
I'm going upstairs.
Sit down before you fall down. That's better. You just hung yourself, baby. There's a record of that phone conversation at FBI headquarters.
What are you talking about?
You didn't have Honolulu, in case you're wondering. You were talking to one of the boys down at the office. We had everything, you see, except the link you just gave us. We knew Tsubishi paid $40,000 to one of his boys in Manila, the guy who killed your brother. But we didn't know who hired Tsubishi.
What made you suspect me?
I didn't, at first. Oh, I knew Ted had a sister. I knew there were a couple of $1 million in it somewhere. And I had 3.5 years in a prison camp to think it over. Guy can do a lot of deductive thinking in 3.5 years.
So you looked up Tsubishi?
Yeah. He was dead. Knocked over by a truck the morning of Pearl Harbor. No, baby, we had nothing but suspicion. Tough, isn't it? You could have been such a nice kid. You weren't a killer at heart. Yeah, it took us a long time to work it out. A lot of planning, a lot of names, a lot of people to run down. But when we got going, we knew you'd crack, sooner or later.
Who are you?
Your brother's best friend.
And you did it because you were his friend?
Partly.
Partly?
Yeah. My name's McKay, FBI. Incidentally, this time I'm telling you the truth.
With Stranger in the House, we bring to a close this summer series of stories by The Whistler. Featured in tonight's production were Virginia Gregg and Gerald Moore. This program is a featured production of the Columbia Broadcasting System and was produced and directed by George W. Allen, with tonight's story by Harold Swanton and Mark Smith. Music by Wilbur Hatch. The Whistler is transmitted to our troops overseas by the Armed Forces Radio Service. Frank Goss speaking. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Okay, from September 23rd, 1946, CBS Radio Network, The Whistler, Stranger in the House, with great performances there by Virginia Gregg and Gerald Moore. The Whistler is one of those shows where you have to kind of follow along and see if you can guess where the story is going. They try to have a twisty type ending for each one. Some of them are very easy to guess, and some of them are a little more difficult. That one is, in my opinion at least, a little more difficult, but anyway, good show. All right. Next Tuesday, a couple days before Thanksgiving, we'll be back. And then we have a special Thanksgiving show as well for you for next week. So this is John Tefteller in the Good Old Days of Radio Show saying thank you for listening.